The Anambra State Government Task Force has marked over 1,000 shops for demolition at Ochanja Market, Onitsha. The task force was led by the Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Mr. Obinna Ngonadi, alongside the Managing Director, Anambra State Physical Planning Board, Barrister Chike Maduekwe, officials from the ministries and security agencies. Queen Anibogo completes the story.
In his remarks, Commissioner Ngonadi expressed displeasure with the poorly constructed shops, which he noted did not get official approval before they were erected. The Commissioner said the vision of the Soludo administration of livable and prosperous Anambra State can never be achieved with such structures in place. While describing them as disaster waiting to happen, the visibly angry Commissioner Ngonadi stressed that the safety of lives of Ndi Anambra is paramount to the state government.
We heard from the chairman saying that they obtained approval from my office, maybe which I did not give, and that is not right. And I directed them, I pointed them out to what is obtainable and what is the right thing to do. We only give recommendation. The MD of Physical Planning is here with me. He is supposed to give the approval to know whether to build or not. We cannot, the commission, my office does not determine whether there should be any physical structure in the market. And we have plans to decongest the market. So there's no way I would even give a letter of recommendation for people to put this structure. He's saying it's the last administration. This is a new administration. And our plan is to sanitize the market. So we will not have this thing here.
In his comments, the Managing Director, Anambra State Fiscal Planning Board, Barrister Maduekwe, explained that the structures will be placed under structural integrity test, and any that fails the test will be pulled down. He noted that the markets are the core of the state's economy and must be sanitized to achieve the vision of the present administration.
We will invite the material testing lab. They will come to the market, test the structural integrity of these buildings. Anyone that passes, they will be required to come for approval, and we will tell them the amendments they will make. The ones that don't pass that integrity test will come down. Why would it come down? It will come down because as we were passing, the traders themselves were saying that, please come and help us, these buildings will collapse on top of our head.
For the chairman of the Ochanja Market, Chief Bonaventure Moore, the government's decision takes precedence over the market leadership, and it should do justice to any of the structures found wanting.
We are some and we serve them, and we represent the market people. We are mediators between the market people and the
During the course of inspection of the market, traders were heard calling on government task force to come and pull down the structures before they collapse on their heads. Queen Anibogo, ABS News.
Anambra State government has continued the removal of shanties and illegal structures located along Pineapple Market, Obo Pineapple, Walliwar and Silas Walk waterways, Fege, Onitsha. The government task force arrived on Onitsha in continuation of the exercise from where they stopped last week. Government House correspondent Eji Kabana tells us more.
Is geared towards implementing the master plan of the city in line with Governor Soludo's urban regeneration agenda. The various affected structures blocked the drainage, inhibiting free flow of water with its attendant flooding and erosion challenges. Speaking to the press during the exercise, some residents around the area, including Christian Igwe, Chibueze Jonathan and Obinze Odenibo, said that blockage of drainage channels during the rainy season caused flood water to pass through wrong channels, thereby destroying life and property. They commended the state government and urged it to sustain the tempo in the fight to reclaim the Anambra space. The move is to ensure that flood water generated around the area successfully empties into the River Niger without obstructions.
At least 1 million war where Naga Oto Kwesiriga, Omamba losing a pen mother, Omamba losing mother. So Otite Bega, the Ocha, Indibuke Bafka Siga, Noro Maroma, only in your government, Mobona Haga, I don't know when they get needed, I will be here, Mobini here, the church, Senior, Siwa who Kunogi, and there no one day back, I say we are the family and never upon a hapota, never I can know that. When they get more than a guru, BP medicated, if you know, ask one for that, so senior, old. ihe dịka izu na-abụ ofu ọnwa biko chọọ na ebe ọzọ ma unu bido fọrọ ebe dị otu a na ebe dị otu a nyere unu efe na ogologo ilo ma ọ bụ n'ebe mmiri si aga ka ebe nne nwee ike na-aga n'ọwara ya.
Ọrụ Soludo na-arụ ọ dị mma ọ ka ọ dị mma ụfọdụ ghọtara na onwere ihe ọ na-arụ kịta ọ bịara bido ọrụ ya ụfọdụ na-eti mkpu na na-emebi ihe mana ọ ka ọ dị mma ka a na-eme onwere ihe ọ na-emebi ka ụbọchị gota Anambra steeti ka Anambra steeti dị mma onye ọbụla ụlọ n'elu gota
ebe mmiri si aga
that place ga-apụ apụ ọ ga-apụ apụ ga-afụ ụzọ onye a chọrọ ịrụ ka ọ bụla Anambra dị mma efu dị ọcha n'elu ka ebe niile dị ebe niile apụtasị na onwere ihe ọ na-arụ mana ọ na-arụ ọrụ a na-arụ dị mma because mmiri zo ha na-etu a just nwa obere mmiri main road niile adochie bụrụ sọ mmiri ịnwa sef na-anya ihe a na-anya afụrụ ụzọ isi aga ịghọtago so na ihe a na-arụ dị oke alaikiri m ya because of na arụcha ya na mmiri agabaziere onwe ya na gota yes ọ ga na-apụtazi na main road everywhere dị oke.
From Fege Onitsha, Ejike Abana, ABS News.
The Anambra State government, through the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, has begun enumeration of traders in markets across the state as part of measures to stem the tide of insecurity in the state. This was revealed by the Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Mr. Obinna Ngonadi, during an assessment tour of the exercise at the Building Materials International Market, Ogidi. Queen Anibogo completes the story.
The commissioner was accompanied by the permanent secretary of the ministry, Dr. Emenike Ezinando, chief commercial officer in the ministry, Mrs. Josie Ebonwosu, the public relations officer, Mrs. Rita Okonkwo, among others. Commissioner Ngonadi said the essence of the enumeration is to capture and have the electronic data of all the traders in the market for easy monitoring of their activities for security reasons. While commending the neatness and organization of the market, Mr. Ngonadi also said that the enumeration will equally help boost the internal revenue generation of the state government. He expressed delight with the compliance of traders to the exercise and took note of the network challenge facing the enumerators.
The essence of the enumeration is to capture, to have electronic data of everybody that is in the market. I'm quite impressed with the turnout of and the news I heard about this market, especially the way this market is organized and the neatness of the market. This is very, very important. I mean, it's one of the markets I would like to visit compared to the market we visited before. Very, very neat, and we are quite impressed.
In his remarks, the President General of the market, Mr. Jude Nwankwo, attributed the compliance of the traders in the exercise to the unity, love and peace existing in the market. He further added that it is also their way of encouraging and supporting the state government in its fight against insecurity.
Register. We're even interested because this thing is not only about revenue generation, it's also about security. The governor came in, he met insecurity on ground and he has been trying to tackle it. And what is happening now, everywhere is now calm. So we are supporting him, we are giving him encouragement, we are going to support him in any other way that we can in order to make sure that insecurity is eliminated in Anambra State.
Also speaking on the enumeration exercise, the chairman, Zone 2 and 3 of the market, Mr. Adindu Onyechi, calls for government intervention in the issues the market is experiencing with the landowners.
It is what we will meet the commissioner and deliberate on it. The people blocking the entrances, we are not being put by us. They are being put by the community that is on the land. So we'll come and deliberate with the commissioner. He will not assist us to know how to evacuate them from the place.
Queen Anibogo, ABS News.
The Managing Director of Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, Mr. Chido Bidiego, has called on individuals and groups in the state to partner Professor Chukwuma Soludo-led administration in bringing solutions to various challenges facing the state, rather than being part of the problems to be solved. The ABS MD, Mr. Bidiego, made the call when executive members of Association of Communication Scholars and Professionals of Nigeria, ACSPN, Anambra State Chapter, paid him a visit in his office in Awka. Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
Mr. Obidiegu, who described the present administration of Professor Chukwuma Soludo as government of solution, harped on the need for all the state's residents to assist the government in achieving its visions and plans of transforming Anambra State into the best state in the country, pointing out that the government cannot achieve the plans without the unflinching support of the citizenry. He called on the residents to endeavor to report any suspicious movement or activity around their vicinity to security agencies to facilitate the actualization of adequate security of life and property in the state as targeted by the present government. Mr. Obidiegu assured members of ACSPN of the ABS support and partnership, as according to him, the organization's objectives are in line with that of the state government.
This kind of, forum is quite, it's worthwhile. And doing that for me is also your own way of being part of the solution, which we are preaching, that everybody should strive to be part of the solution. ABS should be an integral part of this association, so I can assure you that will give you the support required.
Wow. Speaking earlier, the state chairman of the organization, Mrs. Ifeobi, who is also the mobilization officer southeast of the association, explained that ACSPN is the only national association that brings together communication scholars and professionals in the field with the aim of supporting the process of shaping communication scholarship, training and practice in Nigeria. She congratulated the ABS MD on his appointment and solicited for the station's support in their various activities, especially in the forthcoming seminar scheduled to hold in Awka on the 21st of this month with the theme Stemming the Tide of Insecurity in Nigeria, Role of the Media.
Congratulations, sir. I know you deserve that seat and I know you will take it higher and higher from where Jamal left it. We believe that. You ought to be part of this. Before we finish, I know you will join us because you are part of the professional body we are talking about. So the two things we are soliciting, one, we are inviting you as our guest of honor.
In a vote of thanks, a member of the association, Comrade Chinedu Ekwono, while appreciating the ABS boss for the warm reception accorded them during the visit, described him as a round peg in a round hole and expressed hope that ABS will wax stronger under his leadership.
Nambrarians say that the news of your appointment was applauded because it's one of the best appointments that has been done in Anambra State. So, and the reception is unexpected. It's beyond what we imagined. So thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you on that day. The promises of your coverage and your support to us is it's quite what is expected of you.
From the ABS corporate headquarters in Awka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
The Anambra have been urged to support the present drive by Governor Chukwuma Soludo to launch the state on a course for sustainable development. Speaking in Awka, the Anambra State Chairman of All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, Sir Norbert Obi, said the governor is laying down strong foundation for demands understanding and sacrifice by people and residents of the state. Paul Ezoki has the details.
Noted that effective implementation of the governor's policies and programs would expand socio-economic opportunities in the state and accelerate industrial development. He pointed out that Governor Soludo's promotion of Made in Anambra Products initiative and commitment to encouraging entrepreneurship will project the state on global map and uplift the lives of the people through private sector-driven economy that will create employment opportunities for youth and bring enduring solutions to crime and social vices. On the ongoing including registration and collection of permanent voters' cards. Sanabat urged eligible voters to participate actively in the exercise to enable them exercise their franchise in coming elections. Also speaking, Anambra Chief 10, Dr. Mike Omenugha, said the governor's ongoing intervention at Oboko and parts of Onitsha will open up drainages that have been blocked over the years because people built on waterways, noting that the exercise would enhance free flow of water to proper discharge points to end the challenge of flooding and attendant loss of lives and property. Dr. Menega explained that good fiscal planning promotes healthy environment as it provides spaces for various human activities, including recreational centers and the law parking lots, even in markets, that will help raise the standard of living of the people and create necessary access for prompt response to emergencies like fire outbreak. He urged traders and property developers to stop indiscriminate building of structures and cooperate with the state government in its efforts to introduce a new social order that will attract more investors and businesses to the state, as well as restore the glory of Onitsha as the commercial hub of Nigeria and sub-Saharan Africa. In Awka, Paul Ezoke, ABS News.
Although Edo and Bauchi states are leading the Lassa fever infections chart as confirmed cases from the disease stand at 842 with 160 deaths. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, disclosed this in its latest situational report on the outbreak of the disease in the country. Lassa fever is a viral hemorrhagic fever and an acute viral illness, and the zoonotic disease has a high morbidity and mortality rate and economic and health security implications. Data from the reports for week 27, which covered July 4 to 10, revealed that there were 5,649 suspected cases of the disease in the week under review. The report also showed that no new healthcare worker was affected in the reporting week. Meanwhile, the NCDC has deployed the National Rapid Response Teams to Nasarawa, FCT, Edo, Ondo, Bauchi, Ebonyi, Oyo, Taraba, and Benue states. The Directorate of Defense Information has asked Nigerians, especially those living in the Federal Capital Territory, to bear with it on the recent gridlocks experienced on the highways owing to 8-stop and search operations. Ekwi Ajide of ABS Abuja Bureau has the details.
Addressing the press at his bi-weekly press briefing on the operational activities of the Armed Forces of Nigeria and other security agencies from the operational theaters in the 6 geopolitical zones of the country, from 30th June to 14th July 2022, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Oyuko, noted the exercise is for security measures and will last only for a while. He promised that the security situation in the country will soon be arrested as there are cooperation and synergy at the highest level amongst all security agencies. Major General Oyuko highlighted some exploits of the troops within the period to include arrest of 24 economic saboteurs, recovery of 4,339,000 litres of crude oil, 2,051,000 litres of AGO, and 30,000 litres of kerosene, 27 pumping machines, 1 weapon, 1 speedboat, 13 vehicles, and 7 outboard engines. He said the military high command commends the efforts of the troops in the various theaters of operations across the country and appreciated the citizenry for their support to the armed forces and security agencies in the conduct of their operations. The Director of Defense Media Operations, while acknowledging the media community for what he termed their partnership and cooperation with the military and other security agencies in its quest to return peace to the country, urged the populace to continue to provide information on criminals in their locality to assist the troops in their job.
Troops also arrested 24 economic saboteurs and other security agencies. We wish also to appreciate the effort of the general populace for the support given to the armed forces and other security agencies in the conduct of their operations. While we appreciate their cooperation, we also continue to urge them to provide more credible information on criminal activities within their locality.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide, ABS News.
The UN Security Council has voted unanimously to ban some weapon sales to Haiti, rocked by deadly gang violence. The resolution calls on UN member states to prohibit the sale of small arms, light weapons and ammunition to what it calls non-state actors. Since last week, 89 people have been killed in the Port-au-Prince capital region alone. Aid agencies say many areas are now dangerous to access. Gang violence in the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere has shut up since the assassination of President Jovenel Moise by mercenaries a year ago. The unrest, along with poverty in the country, is leading many Haitians to flee to the Dominican Republic and the United States. Senegal international defender Kalidou Koulibaly has signed a 4-year deal with Chelsea from Serie A club Napoli. The 31-year-old Senegal captain becomes the second signing after Manchester City striker Raheem Sterling since third Belize consortium bought the club. Koulibaly led Senegal to the Africa Cup of Nations title earlier this year, joined Napoli from Genk in 2014 and made 317 appearances for the Italian side. He won the Italian Cup title in 2020. His arrival at Stamford Bridge follows the departures of defenders Antonio Rudiger to Real Madrid and Andreas Christensen to Barcelona, both on free transfers. Remember, you can follow news and program on ABS in many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television or follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website www.absradiotv.com. To end the breakfast news this morning, a quick recap of the main points. Anambra State government has marked over 1,000 shelves for demolition. Insecurity, government has begun enumeration of traders in Anambra State. Nigeria's Lassa fever infections have hit 842. UN votes to ban small weapon sales to Haiti, ravaged by violence. Here is the special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround and maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that ends the breakfast news at this time on ABS Television. Thanks for watching. My name is Priska Wangwo. Good morning and have a happy Sunday.